Hello friends, welcome to the Classic Education YouTube channel. I am Dr. R.V Chitguppi, the Faculty of History at Classic KS and IAS Study Circle, Dharwad. Friends, in our previous videos, most of the topics covered were related to Indian history. However, today I have chosen to shift the subject matter and take here some of the important aspects of the world history. So, the topic chosen today is the fabulous paintings of Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci, as you know that he was one of the greatest painter of Europe in the period of Renaissance, 15th and 16th century. He has been considered as one of the greatest painter of the modern era. So, here Leonardo da Vinci was originally from Italy. He was the native of Italy and known for his the paintings, the sketches. And one of the characteristics what we see in the Renaissance painting, apart from Leonardo da Vinci, we also have got Michelangelo, Raphael, who have done extraordinary paintings. Today they are considered to be the most famous paintings of the world. So, the characteristics or the features of these paintings are here the expressions. The expressions that has been depicted in the paintings, that is more important. Secondly, the anatomical features here displayed in the paintings. Very accurate anatomical features are displayed here. So, here the paintings look very realistic. This is one of the feature of the Renaissance painting which developed in Italy, in Europe. Italy is called as the birthplace of the Renaissance. So, to this period belonged this famous painter Leonardo da Vinci. So, where we are going to know his some of the important paintings. So, we are not going to take other painters like Michelangelo or here Raphael, but about Leonardo da Vinci, we will try to know some of his important paintings, which are mainly here considered to be the masterpieces in the art of painting today. So, let us try to know some of his mainly the aspects. The fabulous paintings of Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci was an Italian painter, 15th and 16th century, during the period of Renaissance in Europe. His paintings and sketches have become world famous and he is considered as a great painter of the modern era. So, this is the photograph of Leonardo da Vinci, the here architect of all the paintings which we are going to see there. This is the marble statue of Leonardo da Vinci, which is installed in front of the church at Florence in Italy. It is a marble statue. You can see here the name Leonardo da Vinci is written there. The marble statue, you can see how the facial expression, even in icon making, beautiful icons were made during the time of Renaissance. And one of the greatest sculptor we have got is Michelangelo. Along with here being a painter, he was also a great sculptor we have got. So, apart from Michelangelo, there are many other sculptors who have here made beautiful icons out of marble. And this is one of the Renaissance here the statue of Leonardo da Vinci there, which is installed here at the Church of Florence. It is in the front of the Church of Florence we have got this mainly the marble statue. This is the signature of here Leonardo da Vinci, which is got from his notes. So, his notes contain here variety of sketches he has made and also his signature. So this is the signature of the Leonardo da Vinci there. Mainly the thing you can see here, how he has particularly put his mainly the signature, which is very artistic also. As he was a painter, his signature was also very artistic there. So now we begin some of his important, mainly the paintings which you can see there. The first one, this is the earliest painting that has been painted. So it is said that here mainly Leonardo da Vinci started his mainly the career under here another painter by name Verrocchio. So both together have painted this painting called as a baptism of Christ. So baptism is one of the here ritual that will take place in the Christianity. So it is here mainly the saints baptize the people there. So this is about Jesus Christ being here baptized here by John the Baptist. So John the Baptist was responsible for the here baptism of Christ there. So this is the painting what we have. It is said that it was partially done by Leonardo da Vinci and another was Verrocchio, who was mainly there for supportive there. So both of them together have painted this particular part. It is said that this mainly the upper portion what we have got here, the rays and the bird, that what we have got, this is the part of Leonardo da Vinci. So this is the very beginning of his career as a painter. This is the earliest painting of Leonardo da Vinci. Moving to this, the Annunciation at Florence, we have this. So the previous one was also this painting you can see in the church of Florence, and this also you can notice in the Florence church there. So most of the paintings of Leonardo da Vinci are today noticed in Italy, particularly in the city of Florence. In the city of Florence, we have his paintings. Apart from here mainly the Italy, the next country where a lot of paintings of Leonardo da Vinci have been here collected is in France, that is Paris. So this is here the Annunciation of here mainly, that is here the angel Gabriel, she particularly here announces to Mary. She announces to Mary that here she is going to give birth to a Savior. There will be an incarnation of a Messiah. So she is going to give here mainly the birth there. So you can see here the Mary, and this is the here angel Gabriel. You can see the wings. So this is here the angel Gabriel here conveying the message to Mary, that is Annunciation. This is a painting is also here on the wall of the here church at Florence. So they are all here mural paintings there. Lady with Ermine. This is today at Krakow. Krakow is a place in Poland where this painting is exhibited. This is one of the here snow animal here mainly Ermine, or it is also called as this thoth. So that is the animal which she is holding in her hand, the lady with Ermine. That is in Poland, in Eurasia region, lot of such animals you can see. Today this painting is at Krakow, which is in Poland. So at this place here we have got this mainly the painting, that you can see the features, the expressions, the eyes, see the animal eyes, the fingers, the nails. So the anatomical figures you can see here, and the expression wise you can see here how beautifully that depiction is there. So lot of importance. So the painting is looking a very realistic there. The realistic approach is given to this painting there. So this is one of the painting of Leonardo what we have got. Another very famous painting of Leonardo da Vinci is the Madonna. The Madonna painting, the lady with a child. So this today has been the painting in here St. Petersburg, that is in Russia. St. Petersburg, we have got the Hermitage Museum, which has a lot of collections of these paintings. The Hermitage Museum here is considered to be one of the biggest museums of the world. So, where the painting of Madonna you can see in the here St. Petersburg, that is in Russia. This is again, you can look at that mainly the here bodily features. See, the mainly the mother is feeding the child there. That is the famous Madonna painting what we have got. And you can see even the mainly the background, the nature that has been depicted. She is mainly with the child in her hands and she is feeding the child there. This is one of the most masterpiece of Leonardo da Vinci there, the Madonna painting. Another one is the Virgin of Rocks, today located in the Louvre Museum at Paris in France. Louvre Museum in Paris. Louvre Museum is also one of the very famous museums, and a lot of collections of paintings are there of Leonardo da Vinci and other painters also. So, this is one of the very famous here museum here in Paris we have got it. So, this is the Virgin of the Rocks. You can see that mainly the rocks are at the background here, and the Virgin of the Rocks here. The mainly Mary is sitting here, that is a Virgin Mary, she is known as the Virgin of the Rocks. That is today here in the mainly Paris. This painting is here at Paris today. Portrait of a musician, which is in Italy, Milan. So, this is a portrait of a musician painted by Leonardo da Vinci. You can see even the painting, the beautiful hairs that have been here painted. You can see the curly hair, and he is wearing a cap. The bodily features, again his eyes, expression, the mainly nose, the lips, the facial expressions, even you can see his hand and his nails there. That is here giving the realistic approach to the painting. Even the hairs, you can see the curly hairs, how they have been falling on the shoulder there. This is one of the musician, the painting of here Leonardo, which is today exhibited in Milan, Italy. The Virgin and Child with the Saint Anne, Paris. That is again in Louvre Museum we have got this. The Virgin and the Child and the Saint Anne. This is the painting what we have got mainly here of Leonardo, which is today exhibited in Paris Louvre Museum. In Louvre Museum, this painting is present today there. This is another very important painting here of Leonardo. The most here the famous painting of Leonardo, which you can say, the Last Supper, which is today in Milan. In Milan, the original Last Supper. Because of this, here later many painters have painted this, and they have been exhibited here throughout the world in different museums. But the original one is in Italy at Milan, what we have got. So, actually the place which is where he had his Last Supper, this is the mainly the painting of Jesus Christ. The Last Supper means the last food, the evening food he had with his apostles. The apostles here are mainly sitting there. He had 12 apostles. Apostles are the disciples, the followers, the 12 apostles, and mainly the painting. And the Jesus Christ at the center, the Last Supper. The supper is the night meal, a very light meal that is there in the night. Instead of using the word dinner, it is a proper word is the supper that is used there. This is the Last Supper. You can see the table, and on it the mainly we have the mainly the porridge served there, and that is what they are going to consume, the 12 apostles. So, it was in this originally the place, the origin place of this, where this actually took place. Here is mainly Jerusalem. It is in Jerusalem where this originally has taken place. That is in Israel what we have got, the Jerusalem region. This is mainly the place where actually it is in Jerusalem where this incident, his Last Supper was there. because it is later there itself at Golgotha Hills he was crucified the next day there, which is considered to be the day called as Good Friday. So that is the incident related to Jesus Christ. His last supper here with his apostles was here. What is so significance of this here is that here it is in this Jesus Christ in his last supper announces that one of his disciples or apostles is going to betray him. He will deceive him. So that was announced in this here. He has made an announcement, and you can see the expression of the apostles here. They were very surprised to know this. Here, when Jesus announces this, these three persons immediately get involved in the conversation, what Jesus is saying. So you can see this, here mainly the conversation is going on. They are very excited here, the facial expressions are there. They were very much surprised, knowing that one of them here, mainly the person who is going to betray them. It was something shocking to those people. But one person you can notice here. So the apostle by name Saint Judas. So this is Judas. Judas, here what we have got. His expression you can see. Here he is mainly looking down, and he is not showing any here the surprise or anything there. He is looking just down there. That is what is Judas here, who was actually the apostle who betrayed here mainly Jesus. So this is the photograph of what we have got, mainly the Judas there. So his face is very dull, and he is not showing any excitement. If you look at the other faces, the lot of excitement, shocking it is, surprising it is, but never on the face of Judas there. Nothing, no expressions are expression here. The expression is missing here. That is what mainly the painter wanted to show, that he was ashamed of himself. Because when this was announced, here Judas came to know that Jesus has come to know who has the person betrayed. But Jesus never takes the name of that here, the apostle. He just says one of them would betray that. But mainly the inner cautious here was biting to here mainly Judas there, and he is ashamed of himself, so he is looking down there. This is the thing, how mainly the imagination has been made by the painter Leonardo-da-Vinci. So how that Last Supper might have taken place when Jesus has announced this. When Jesus here mainly said this, that one of them is going to betray them, here what was the facial expression? And he wanted to show that one person who is going to betray Jesus in such a way here that there should be no expressions on his face, and he should be ashamed of himself. So that is how the figure has been depicted by the painter. One of the masterpiece of Leonardo da Vinci, the Last Supper, which you can see today in the Milan. Saint John Baptist, again in Louvre Museum you have got this here. Saint John Baptist in the Louvre Museum, Paris, you have got this, mainly the painting. So most of the paintings what we have seen here of Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo or even Raphael, they are almost related to the Christianity. They are mostly related to the Christianity, life of Jesus. So most of the incidents are related to this. This is Saint John Baptist what we have got. Now this is here one of the Saint Jerome. This is in Vatican. Vatican is one of the country, as you know that it is a smallest country in the world, Vatican. So it was in 1929 by the Lantern Treaty, when Mussolini was the dictator of Italy. Here the new city for the residence of the Pope was created by Benito Mussolini, the dictator of Italy, in 1929 by the Treaty of Lantern. And we find Rome was partitioned, and a part of Rome here was mainly declared as the residence of Pope, which came to be known as the Vatican City. So it is within the Rome here only, but it is having now an independent status as a country, the Vatican City, where the Pope resides and where we have got that famous St. Peter's Basilica there. It is in Rome what we have got. And this St. Peter's Basilica has the most beautiful paintings. The most beautiful paintings are there. And this is one of the, here the painting which is of Leonardo-da-Vinci, which is present in that, mainly the Vatican Museum what we have got. But this is an unfinished painting. You can see here the complete, here the painting is not finished there. See, you can see the some parts remained here untouched. Just you can say this is a Saint Jerome, and it is a untouched parts also. You can see still the painting has to here mainly to be completed, but here it is not so. So it is said that it is towards the end that Leonardo da Vinci had mainly started painting this, but he could not complete this painting. It is a unfinished painting. It is in Vatican. Now the last painting and the most famous painting here of Leonardo da Vinci, it is the painting of Monalisa. Monalisa painting here, that is in Louvre Museum, Paris. Now this originally was in Italy. The painting was in Italy, the Monalisa painting. It was here in 1797 to 99 when we find Napoleon Bonaparte invaded Italy, and he returned with a lot of treasures, and one of the treasure as a war trophy he brought was that painting of Mona Lisa. From Italy, it was Napoleon who brought this painting to France, and he got constructed that Louvre Museum, and which is installed in this Louvre Museum, the painting of Mona Lisa. And you see that here Mona Lisa, when the word is used here, to our mind comes the famous smile, the smile of Mona Lisa. So that is what we have got, the smile of Mona Lisa, which is today exhibited in the Louvre Museum of Paris, where you can see that original painting was there. Mainly here the painting has been well restored today, because it had happened some years back, the painting had been stolen from the Louvre Museum, but it was recovered and it has been restored, and lot of conservation is going on for this, mainly the painting. One of the here the most precious treasures of Louvre Museum is this painting, the Mona Lisa painting. Lakhs of visitors come to this museum every year here to have a look at that smiling lady Mona Lisa there, the painting of here the Leonardo da Vinci. So these were some of the paintings of da Vinci. So but there are other paintings also, other sketches also, the most beautiful sketches we have got it. But I have selected some few paintings of Leonardo da Vinci, as you should know that he was one of the greatest painter of the modern era in the history of the world. So this is one of the topic which I have changed from Indian history. I have moved on to here one of the topic related to the European history, Renaissance period. So any such fascinating here incidents, here events that have taken in world history will be also here presented to you, so you can get enriched with this. Keep watching the Classic Education YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed, do subscribe it, and I will be back with you here with another interesting aspect in the history. Thank you.